Hey guys, what's going on? Justin here with Ultimate Baseball Training, and today we're going to revisit how to throw a baseball properly. You know, in a lot of my videos where I talk about improving your throwing velocity, I say that one of the big things that you can do that can really help improve your velocity today is make sure that your mechanics are 100% dialed in. And it's the same thing with hitting. If you want to hit for more power, hit more home runs, you're not going to do so no matter how many squats you do, no matter how much, drills you do to work on your bat speed. If your mechanics suck, you're not going to be able to hit for very much power, right? So the first thing in hitting is you got to make sure your mechanics are dialed in. Well, it's the same thing with throwing, okay? And a lot of people take for granted, they just think, well, yeah, I know how to throw a baseball, but I promise you this is going to be a good refresher video, even if you're a high school player out there who thinks that you kind of know it all, because I know in high school sometimes, a video like this would have definitely helped me, and that's just revisiting the fundamentals, okay? Professional players, they're great at the fundamentals, so you want to master the fundamentals before you move on to anything else. So how do you throw a baseball, right? Well, the very first thing that I want to tell you is you have to use your body, and you throw with your big muscles, you throw with your legs. I think a lot of younger players think that to throw a baseball, it's all arm. And, especially to throw a baseball hard, your arm has very tiny muscles in it that can't generate a whole lot of force. Your arm just goes along for the ride. Yes, you can gain a few extra miles an hour by sort of pulling down at the last second, getting your body to, fully work together, but it all starts from the ground up. It's the same with throwing, same with hitting, same with any sort of athletic movement. It starts with the base, okay? So that being said, act like I'm going to throw directly towards you, towards the camera there, okay? Very first thing, we're going to start from the ground and work up. I want my feet to be squared towards you, okay? I don't want to throw with my feet open like this or my feet closed off like this, okay? If I throw with my feet closed off like this or open like this, not only am I not going to be able to throw the baseball very hard, but if my feet are open like this, a lot of the times I'm going to release the ball back here and it's going to sail to the right, and that's not where I want to throw. So the very first thing is make sure that your feet are squared. And, this is something that you constantly need to check, because sometimes a player will field the ground ball and they go to throw and they're not even realizing that their feet are not square. So every single day, focus on when you're playing catch with your partner, you want to catch the baseball and step and make sure that you turn and your feet are squared to your target like that. So that's the very first thing. You want your feet squared to your target, and you want your shoulders also square to your target. Just like if you were shooting a bow and arrow, right? You want everything square to your target. You don't want your feet square and your shoulders, you to release the ball like this or anything like that. Everything has to be square. Everything has to line up. So that's the first thing, right? And then, of course, I'm in an athletic position, kind of like I was playing defense in basketball or linebacker in football. I can move a little bit. I'm not stood straight up like this. I'm not hunched over or anything. I'm just in a good athletic position with a little bit of flex in my knees, okay? At that point, just like hitting, hitters are in the box and they go into a load, a weight shift back, which is basically they pick up their front foot, weight shift back, and then they stride forward. Well, it's the same thing with throwing. We want to do a weight shift back, so rock back, okay? Careful, we don't want our weight getting outside of our knee like this, but we want to rock back a little and then push off into the ground, push down with our back leg into the ground to generate that force going forward, okay? Stride, load, stride. As we stride, our hands separate, and they separate equal and opposites, okay? Meaning, as a pitcher, as soon as their knee drops and their hands separate, their thumbs separate out, and they go at the exact same time, okay? It's not like my back one goes first and then my front one goes. Everything has to be in sync, okay? So you break your hands, thumbs break down, and everything breaks equal and opposites, okay? You kind of want your front elbow here pointed towards your target, just like that, okay? You want your fingers pointing towards center field, not like this. We don't throw the baseball. It's not a shot put or anything. We don't throw it like this. We don't cup it like that. Fingers facing center field, okay? And then from that point, you basically just start your rotation. You don't want to rip your elbow this way. You just want to tuck your glove kind of in, start your rotation, and release the ball out in front like this, leading slightly with your elbow. And you want to make sure your fingers are on top of the baseball, not releasing it like this and pushing it. All your throws are going to be high if you do that. So keep your fingers on top of the baseball, and that's pretty much it. We want to stay balanced. We want to use our body. We want to have a good stride length. You don't want to stride just a couple inches and be throwing straight up. You want to have a good stride length. You want to open your front foot similar to hitting, maybe like a 45-degree angle. You definitely don't want it completely closed when you throw. You want it open just a little bit. And then your arm, like I said, your arm just goes along for the ride. So hopefully this video has helped you out. It's how to throw a baseball 101. The biggest key points, guys, you want to make sure your feet are square, you're in a good solid athletic position. You throw with your legs, your arm just goes along for the ride. And you know, always make sure that after you release the ball, kind of finish and point to your target. That's really going to help you out. And always follow your throw, okay? But these are the basics on how to throw a baseball. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, I want you to leave me a thumbs up on this video so I know you like it. Also, hit this button right here and subscribe to our channel. That way you'll be notified whenever we release new baseball videos every single week. So hit that subscribe button. Thanks so much for watching. Get in the comments below. Let me know what you want me to make future videos about, and I'll see you next time.